Hey ladies, it's Tuesday. Okay, first of all, the dude who's coming up in the feed is Carl Daikeler, who's the CEO of Beachbody. When I set up this group, there was this option, do you want to see Carl's health bet posts? And I was like, meh, sure. He's usually pretty funny and inspiring. Anyway, that's who that is. I forgot to tell you. Okay, so I want to talk about meal prep and planning. How are y'all doing? Do you have any idea what you're doing? There's two basic philosophies on meal prep. One is you know exactly what you're going to eat for the most part. Usually dinners are focused on at least. And you prep each actual meal. So let's say, for instance, you were going to have taco bowls for dinner. So you would prep your, whatever you're going to eat, your meat, your rice, beans, corn, whatever you're going to put in a taco bowl, and you prep all that on one day, and then in each container, you would actually make a taco bowl for, say, 4 or 5 days of the week. And then you stack the containers, you put them in the fridge, and then you have that ready to go. Another way to meal prep is to do components. So you have either an exact or general idea of what you're going to eat that week, and then you just kind of prep those things. So you prep some chicken, you prep some rice, you cut up your veggies. Some people cook veggies, some people don't. It just depends. I don't cook them beforehand because I don't mind like a 15, 20 minute, even 30 minutes if it's mostly cook time for dinner. Some people just don't even want to deal with that at all, so they pre-cook or sort of parboil their vegetables, and then they're going to cook faster at dinner time. So I'm more of the second variety. I have never in my life prepped actual servings of dinner at all. However, I'm a component prepper, so I will cut veggies, I'll cook chicken, we'll have, thaw out a couple bags of whatever we have frozen. Maybe it's shredded beef, shredded pork, something like that. Taco meat is such a great thing to have on hand because you can throw it on a salad for lunch. You can throw it, on anything for dinner. Your family, you can have a taco salad and your family can have tacos if you're avoiding, those tortillas or whatever, which I don't actually think is necessary if you're paying attention to what you're eating throughout the day. This is not about, giving up all your favorite foods. This is about just, having balanced portions throughout the day. So another thing you can do is shred cheese. To save money, we buy cheese in, big blocks. It's a pain to shred it for each meal, so you can do that ahead of time and then just have a big bag of it. What are some other ideas? Hard-boiled eggs are so good. I always forget to do them, and then when I do them that whole week, I'm like, oh, the kids love them for a snack. You can put them on whatever. You can just eat one. Super good. Obviously, you don't need to cut up apples and stuff ahead of time. I mean, we're not that pressed for time. We can cut up an apple. Apple and almond butter is one of my favorite snacks. I do want to say that the whole idea of eating every 2 hours, I just don't personally practice, and I don't necessarily agree with. I think if you have to eat every 2 hours, you're actually dealing with, not a great blood sugar cycle. You don't want to skip meals if it's going to make you ravenous and hangry, next time. But like my previous video, pay attention to your blood sugar. And if you're getting hangry after 2 to 3 hours, you're not eating the right foods. So we need to get that dialed in. You should be able to just kind of go for a couple, 3 hours and then be like, oh, yeah, I'm hungry. I need to eat. That's what we're after here. That sort of calm, slow release of blood sugar. A couple things about label reading real quick. This may just be obvious, but it may not, so I'm going to share. Okay, so let's say you have yogurt. First of all, I think I've said this, always, always, always plain. Never, ever, ever get a fruit or sweetened yogurt. The sugar is just through the roof in those. So plain yogurt. If you need to, you can add a little honey or some, fruit to it is great, but only ever buy plain yogurt. I only ever buy low fat. I took a picture of a couple different labels that I'm going to post that show you the difference between Greek yogurt and non-Greek yogurt, both whole plain yogurts. The difference in sugar grams and protein grams is pretty astonishing. Greek yogurt wins, of course, across the board. Okay, so here's something. You've got these toasted coconut clusters. with all kinds of good stuff in them. Pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, sunflower seeds. Put it on some yogurt. It's slightly sweetened. It tastes like granola. It's so good. Here's some actual granola, which I'm giving this bag away to someone, by the way. This cannot be in my house. See, it's not even open yet. I can't keep this. Okay. So you look at the back and you're like, oh, sugars. Oh, they both have 6 grams of sugar. Well, that must be kind of the same. But no, look closer. This is a 1/2 cup is 6 grams of sugar. This is a 1/4 cup is 6 grams of sugar. And this is a coconut-based product. This is an oat-based product. Your body's gonna process these completely differently. Even though if you just kind of glance, it looks pretty similar. No, this one has less protein, more protein. Okay, that's just some thoughts. This is something for, like, if I have an evening sweet tooth, which I don't usually. I might do this over some yogurt. But really, guys, I try to quit eating by 7 p.m. Not eating at night is a huge deal to setting yourself up the next day with a proper blood sugar. When do you stop eating? Okay, 6 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. But there's a lot of content there. Respond. Let's talk about it. Let's really get into meal prepping. Hope you all are doing great. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.